Hey, what's up guys, Tony here, and I think you guys are probably just like me. You're totally excited that Armored Kill is out right now. I know that I am, and I know that I waited almost all day to download it, and I don't know about you guys, but that was really frustrating because last night when I was looking at Battlelog, it said that it was going to be down from 2 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, excellent. Armored Kill is going to be out probably about 6 o'clock in the morning. So, like a kid on Christmas, I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning, turned my PlayStation on, because I don't have anything to do today until my night class at 5. So I was like, I'm gonna get some Armored Kill in. I'm gonna put a video out today, and I was sort of disappointed. I was really expecting to download the game like right away, like get into it and get a good video, but as it turned out, you know, I didn't get it till like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, I downloaded it. It took like 10 minutes, and it took like 10 minutes to install or whatever. So I got about, I don't know, like 30, 45 minutes of playtime in before I had to get going to class. And when I came home, I played for a little bit. And then this is what you're watching right now. You're watching some tank superiority. And this is Bandar Desert, I believe it is. And what I want to do is first, just kind of say that I haven't played it enough to give you guys a very comprehensive look at the Armored Kill. What I have played is, and what I'm going to report on, is just sort of my first impressions of this, and that's kind of the nature of first impressions. It's just sort of like, well, here's my gut reaction to what I see and how I like it, and that way I can actually feel you guys out. And you guys can, you know, in the comment section go like, yeah, I like what's going on here, or I actually don't like what's going on here. So let's get started. The tank superiority mode, I really like. The two maps that I have played right now, thus far, I should say, is the Bandar Desert and Death Valley. And the thing though is, I don't like the Death Valley map. It's too rocky. Your tank kind of bounces around places. It's just, it doesn't feel like. Basically, what I was expecting is this gameplay that you're watching right now. These sort of wide open scapes where you can flank with tanks, and So really, to put it bluntly, when I was playing this particular game you guys are watching, I felt like General Patton going after Field Marshal Rommel in North Africa in World War II. That's the sort of excitement I had to see all these tanks out there. It's just like, oh my god, all these tanks, look at this is awesome, oh my god. I was really excited. It was a lot of fun. And I noticed right away, immediately I noticed that there's a fundamental problem with this, is that if you're a tank person, like I've got I don't know, like 400 some kills with the Russian T90. I got everything unlocked for the main battle tanks. So if you're a person who has everything unlocked for a main battle tank, do what you can to get into a main battle tank, because it's going to be easy pickings for these guys, because these guys who are in the tank destroyers, they don't have infrared smoke, they don't have guided shells, they don't have anything, nothing right now as it is. So I would suggest get in that damn tank and sort of do as much damage as you can. And I actually played around with the tactics. I tried, obviously you're going to see me play with the tank destroyer, and it's really a hard situation when you're coming across someone with a javelin or the guided shells, and you cannot counter them right now. It's kind of frustrating, but then again, at the same time, what's fun about this game mode is you're not really concerned about your KD. At least I'm not when I was playing it. I just really wanted, when I got destroyed or I got out and I started shooting people, or I started to try to play as an infantry person, which is incredibly hard to do in this map, for the simple fact that once you're out of your tank, you're a sitting duck. You're out here in these sand dunes and there's nowhere to go, and you're just a target. So then you die quickly, and you just kind of, you get right back in the action. That's all you really want to do. That's sort of a downside, is it's quite a trek to get back to the fighting. And I played a little bit of air superiority for Battlefield 1943, and it's a little monotonous to have to fly back to the battlefield and get back in the engagement, get shot down or get destroyed, and you got to spawn again, and you know, rinse and repeat, and you're going this back and forth motion between your spawn and getting back to the action. So. But anyways, the point is it's a really fun game mode, and it's one of those it's a nice break from everything. You know, it's fun to get out there and go shoot stuff and go flank stuff. flank tanks and have a lot of fun. So once everybody starts to get leveled up with their tank destroyers, I think this game mode is going to be a lot more enjoyable. And it was really fun to coordinate as a team, because as you'll notice towards the end of the clip, I tried different tactics. Like I tried to use the main battle tank at times and stand off and use guided shells to pick off tank destroyers, and then sort of tried to pick them off with the main gun. And then as I moved up, I decided to just sort of drive around, be quick, be mobile, and flank stuff and destroy stuff and just wreak as much havoc as I could with that main battle tank. And that was a lot of fun. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed that. Like I said, I didn't enjoy the Death Valley map. I want to play the other maps as well and just see which ones I really enjoy, because right now I only have one map. Now I want to talk about Conquest, and I'll talk about Rush first, because I haven't had the opportunity to play Rush, but Wes and I believe it was Akuma were telling me that it was, well, Wes for sure, he was telling me that the AC-130 is like tremendously overpowered in Rush. There was a point, I guess tonight, where they were playing and they were trying to take this MCOM, and the AC-130 was just raining death and destruction down from the sky, and there's nothing they could do about it because the pilots weren't shooting them down. Nobody was shooting down the AC-130 with stingers. So that for me has sort of a cause for concern. I can't really comment upon this more than just from what they said, because I haven't had an opportunity to play it. I'm going to eventually play it, but it seems like that could be a problem. Although I have played Conquest now, and the only map I have played Conquest on is Death Valley, and I'll tell you, from a pilot standpoint, it's sort of a dream, because it's like if the other team has the AC-130, it's like there's action. You've got jets coming up, you got helicopters to fight, you've got the AC-130 to take out. So you suddenly your mind frame goes from sort of like take out, the gain air superiority and then go after the ground targets. Your mission is to clear the skies and keep the skies clear for the entire mission. And so, to be honest, I flew more than I really wanted, because I kind of wanted to do a lot of different things. So for me, that's going to be hard to make that transition, because I am such a pilot at heart that I want to constantly fly. I want to constantly provide cover for my team. So what I'm going to have to try to do is get on the ground. And that's sort of like, I think it's going to be a fundamental problem with Armored Kill, is the fact that you've got two jets, the AC-130, and it's a scout helicopter. So if you're just taking the pilots of those things, you got 4 players down and then 8 players to take on the rest of the map. And there's like 5 objectives on Death Valley. So it's one of those things where coordination is kind of key. And I've noticed that there are about 3 or 4 MCOMs or domination points that like C is definitely one, because that's AC-130 base for Death Valley. And then so there are these hot spots that people seem to fight over, but there's no real intense areas where like people are always, it's not always intense action. There's lots of downtime. So it's one of those things where I think the more that we play it, the more that we're going to get used to it, and people are going to start to congregate in the very important places. If there's 5 objectives, like if you take Wake Island, for instance, everyone fights over the airfield because everyone wants the good jets and the extra helicopter. Or if you're the attacking team, you don't want the other team to get the jets or the helicopters. You want to prevent those people from doing that. So you leave the peripheral bases pretty much, you don't really go after them. Like it was the A and E. So the ones that people seem to concentrate on are C, D, and A, B, C. Yeah, so C, D, and kind of E, but it's mainly B, C, and D are the top 3 that everyone goes after. So I'm pretty sure with these maps, the same thing's going to happen. They're going to find the ones that are most important, and you kind of let the other team take the other ones, and just kind of like, well, it's not really worth it to go over those and take down those objectives, because they're just too far away. They're too far away from the action. So anyways, guys, like I said, I didn't really get a chance to play as much as I wanted to. And so what I want to do is later on, after I get some more time, some more time in the game, I want to go ahead and do a little bit more comprehensive and say, okay, well, these were my first impressions, like I had mentioned. Now this is how I feel about Armored Kill. So in the comment section, I'm really excited to hear, for those of you guys who do have it, How do you feel about the game right now? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Oh, and lastly, I didn't even get a chance to mention it, and I guess I'll just kind of quickly do it now. The guns. I've noticed the guns are a little different. Obviously, with the patch notes that were in Battlelog, they mentioned that there were some buffs and some guns got nerfed. The biggest change I noticed with the Assault class is really the only gun that I actually transitioned to, and I found that there was a significant buff to was the M416. It's a very it's like, I can't say very powerful, but it definitely is more powerful than it used to be. Because I was using the AUG in close quarters, and I just couldn't kill anything. And I was complaining about it to my friends today. I was just like, I can't kill anything. I was getting kind of angry. And then I switched to the 416 because I'd heard that it got buffed. And suddenly, I'm dropping everybody, everywhere, at all times. And I'm just like, this is the best gun ever! And it is really good. And so I think it might replace the M16 with the recoil they added to that gun. So I guess time will tell. But anyways, guys, I'm running longer than I really wanted to go because I got to get to bed here. But I want to make sure I get a video put out tonight so you guys can take a look at it tomorrow. And let me know how you like Armored Kill. And if you don't have it, I'm sorry. It's coming. It is coming for you guys. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And I'll talk to you later.